defendants 10 charges each. It probably won't, but nonetheless.
I like your first name.
Oh yeah, good name.
But not your second.
Oh no. Who we get?
Alright, who wants to do? Bill's gonna go through the interview. Okay. Yeah, of course. I'll give these guys the background. What is that?
That concerns your integrity and credibility as media. It is no theory. It has been proven here in court that the Federal Bureau of Investigation will mount a false news team to go speak to people like us activists.
Oh, really?
It was called Operation Longbow, and they did it at Bundy Ranch.
Huh, I haven't
This is
heard of
not
it.
a theory, it's proven in court. They've done this. Fake news media, exactly like you guys, coming out and talking to us. And it turned out we talked to ended up talking to the FBI.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, it should be very interesting to you people, because quite honestly, why should I be talking to you if I think you might be an FBI agent?
Well, that's true.
Let me ask you a direct question. Are you on the FBI payroll?
No.
Oh, why
No,
should I
I'm
believe
not.
you when you say that?
Yeah, you don't have to believe me, but you also don't have to talk to me.
No, I don't have to, but I'm trying to get the message to you media people that you should find some means of protecting yourself and your own credibility.
Well, we have a lot of issues to tackle right now with that.
Yeah.
Let's start with your name.
I'm Neil Wampler. I'm
How do you
kind
spell
of
it?
old-handed. Last name W-A-M-P-L-E-R.
And are you N-E-I-N-I-E or N-E-A?
N-E-I-L.
Okay.
The only proper spelling.
I like that. You guys have been out here for now quite a while. If you could give me a why. I mean, I know there's a big long why, but is there a short why?
Well, this has been a long, unfortunately, it is a bit of a long story. I'm one of the people who was down there in Totopoash on April 12, 2014, where we faced down an out of control federal agency and chased them off. We exercised a textbook application of the Second Amendment to do it, to prevent abuse by the federal government. And the repercussions of that now are this trial. I myself am one of the people that was acquitted in the first Portland trial. I was acquitted along with Ammon, Brian, Shauna, and the others. And for most of us, for many of us, this has become a consuming cause and way of life, this fight. As many of us will say, the federal government is out of control and it has to be stopped. We are doing what blue-collar people can do by putting boots on the ground in these different situations. The place where they're destroying out right now, of course, is in this federal courthouse.
What is the crux of this argument? If you had to break it down into layman's terms, as simple as you could and as concise as possible, why are you here? What is the crux of the argument?
We are going to have the federal government start behaving in a lawful manner. We are going to accomplish that, no matter what it takes.
The government said that there was force, that there was guns pointed at them, that their officers were scared.
Well, personally, I was there, right in the front lines. I saw everything, and no one pointed a gun that I saw at a federal officer.
Did you testify in this trial?
Hopefully I'll testify in the second one, if they will permit me. As we have seen, the judge of Navarro has absolutely devastated the defense case by ruling out most of their witnesses. Even the central player in this entire affair there at Bundy Ranch, the boss of the BLM, the person who was responsible for everything that happened there, has been forbidden to testify by Judge Navarro. Agent Dan Love, that is insane. He is right at the center of everything, and he's been excluded from testimony.
What do you think will happen?
Well, we're all praying about it. As we've seen, and as I saw personally, along with everybody else up there in Portland, we can rely on the goodness, decency, and common sense of the good people on the jury. They unfortunately, due to the way things have been engineered in this case by the judge and the U.S. Attorney's Office, the jury has not been able to see the entire picture. The exclusion of Daniel Love as a perfect example of that. A central character and everything, and he was not allowed to testify. And a long list of other witnesses of people who were there like myself have been excluded by Judge Brown.
Neil, what was it that caused you to go there in the first place? Did you know the family? Did you have any?
Never heard of the Bundys.
Okay, so
one morning about I think it was April 9th on 2014, I've been paying attention to some of these developments. I have to say that the web and being able to get news from different sources made a huge difference, obviously, that kind of instant communication. Oh, anyway, I was prepared and saw there were things very much wrong with our country. When I got up in the morning on April 9th, turned on the computer on the Oath Keepers channel and saw a video of a bunch of federal goons with attack dogs and tasers attacking ranchers and women over there in some place in Nevada. Well, 2 hours later, I was in my car headed over there. And that was my turning point from being a concerned citizen, I guess, proactive.
Yeah, they're saying ultimately that the Bundy Ranch owes the BLM money for letting their cattle graze.
Well, as a matter of fact, that's not the case. Fleeman, if you put it in a nutshell, Fleeman has said that I'm not going to pay the BLM to regulate me out of business. Fleeman did pay those grazing fees. He paid them to the state of Nevada. There are the people who have the honest jurisdiction, ownership, and control of the land within their own state, not federal agency. And this really is the overarching cause we have here. Anyone who owned property, what if you bought some property and it turned out that you thought you owned it, but then you come out later and find out that two-thirds of it is controlled by somebody else, and they come along and tell you, well, we're going to charge you a fee every time you go on. Do you think any private individual would stand for something like that?
Similar to eminent domain, where they can come and swoop in. So I know.
If you look at the federal holdings in the eastern part of the United States as compared to the western part of the United States, you'll see that in many of the eastern states, federal property is a little postage stamp. And you look at Nevada, and it's 80% of the whole state. And I'm from California, and I think it's about 70% there. This is something that may have been acceptable to people in the past, but unfortunately, the federal agencies have gone from being a benign helper and custodian and steward to declaring a war on rural America, and are implementing a campaign of empire building in the western states. For those agencies like the BLM and the U.S. Forest Service, that empire is quite literally land. And they are quite rapacious in the methods they use. They had driven off a whole bunch of ranchers there in Nevada by offering, what is that Mexican term? Silver or lead? The offers they made were just about like that.
Okay.
And intimidated a number of ranchers to finally sell their land and get out through many extremely aggressive means. However, these agencies finally ran into a family that said, no, we're not going to do it. And of course, I'm referring to a courageous family and religious family, the Bundy family.
Have you seen a lot of support from drivers honking?
Oh yes, yeah.
What's it been like out here for the last couple weeks, months, 2 months?
Well, of course, for me, who's been engaged in this, it is wonderful to be primarily one of the most wonderful things here, being with all these fine Americans. This is kind of quite literally a nationwide convention, as so many of our things have been. A nationwide convention of the people who get out there into action, who get it, who see the problem, and are willing to get up and do something about it. You know.
Perfect.
So that's the people you meet here, and it truly is a wonderful thing. If you ask different people here, you'll find out we're from all across the country. All across the country. We had visitors from North Carolina at our trial up there, and in Portland,
Okay.
and all kinds of other places too. It's truly a wonderful thing.
Little from everywhere. All right. Well, thank
Yeah.
you for speaking with me. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Pleasure to meet you.
You consider that threat to your own credibility, and because that's
We are dealing with a lot right now. I'll tell you,
that's
as
something not only,
I'm sure you're aware.
Not only you, but all the news media has to start thinking about this. The infiltration by federal agencies,
Sure.
particularly the FBI.
Well, and just the ease of finding things on the internet,
Yeah.
as you mentioned, which can be good, can also be very, very scary. All right.
You get that little mole there?
Yes, sir.
Zoom in nice and close. He'll probably just get some video of you guys. Hopefully we'll get some honks and we'll be on our way.
One day we had 254 honks.
Oh, did you really? Do you count?
One of the ladies counts them and writes them on the back of the
Oh, isn't that
sign.
cool? All right. How many are we at today?
I'm not for sure. I'd have to go look at one of the signs, see what they're doing.
A little less busy on a Monday, I'm sure.
This young lady over here with the 2 flags on her sign is Andrea Parker. Her husband Eric Parker is one of the defendants.
Oh, okay.
And she's perfectly willing to talk.
Oh, is she? I would love to talk to her. Yeah.
You might want to, she's very knowledgeable about everything that's been going on in court and everything. She's got the scoop on everything. You might want to,
She's good on that.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
she'd be
Thank
good
you.
on camera too.
Thank you all. I will definitely do that.
Okay.